Hello gamers and collectors, this is Jackson, and in today's video I'm going to be showing off my Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Collector's Set. Now this edition came out in 2020 with the release of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This was a European only release that I was lucky enough to be able to get off of eBay for not a horrible price, but definitely did not get it for what it retailed for. I am in the United States, so obviously this did not come to the US. We had our own version, which was much more inferior, and so that's why I kind of decided I wanted to go with this edition. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I've played through it so many times. When I saw the reveal trailer in the Nintendo Direct that they were making a definitive edition of this game and bringing it to the Nintendo Switch, I was so excited. And when I saw all the different versions of this collector edition and I saw that the UK version was significantly better, I knew I wanted to try going for it from the get-go. Getting into it, you can kind of see I've placed some of my other Xenoblade items around. Obviously, this is my sealed Switch 1 copy. I also have obviously this copy of the game, and I have a digital version, and that's the one I play on. Right here we have a Minato keychain. I can't quite remember when this came out, but I got this as a set with the sword from Xenoblade 3. And taking it out, you know, it's a pretty sizable keychain. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. This wasn't exactly cheap, but keychain, this little metal band. I kind of just keep it in here though. I think it's cooler like that. Obviously here we have my little Shulk amiibo. This is the amiibo I keep with my Smash Bros set. I think I actually have 3 of this amiibo. This was a reprint. This goes with my Smash Bros set. I have the original Shulk when that amiibo came out back in like 2016. And then obviously over here you can see I have my sealed Shulk amiibo. I have very few amiibo that I keep in the box. This is one of them, like I said, just because I love the series so much. And then one of the original ways I played the game, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, only for the new Nintendo 3DS. This was such a weird release, but this was the only way I could play the game at the time. I did not have the Wii version, so this was my go-to until the Switch version came out. And then here you can see I have a figure of Melia. Unfortunately, my camera just randomly stopped recording and I caught it about 5 minutes too late, so I'm kind of, if this is weirdly cut together, that's why. But anyways, where I left off, I was about to show off my Melia figure. This came out at around the same time as Xenoblade Definitive Edition, maybe a year or so after the game came out. Melia is one of my favorite characters, so I really wanted to get this figure while I had the chance. And it is a very detailed figure, and I'm glad that I was able to pick it up. Moving on to the collector's set itself. If we remove this top layer right away, we are going to see the game itself. Again, this copy is sealed. This is the European version. It's got that little purple bar there. All the warnings. Slightly different than a North American version. I keep this sealed because I have my digital copy, like I said. And then over here, we have the steelbook that it comes with. On this side, you have Bionis. And on the back, you have Mechonis. And on the inside, there's actually a soundtrack code that apparently I never redeemed, so I don't even know if that works at this point. And then on the inside you can see some of the different Mechon. Won't really go into details about who they are because it would be a little bit spoilery. Underneath this layer, we have arguably the coolest part of this collector set, which is the soundtrack for the game as a vinyl. Taking this out, you can see it is mimicking the inside of the Monado, kind of the round part. So there's side A, and this is side B with one of the Monado symbols right there in the middle. I don't actually know which symbol that is, but I mean, this is a really cool vinyl. I don't collect vinyls, I don't have a vinyl player, but this is arguably one of the coolest things in a collector's edition I've ever seen. This is pretty sick. Moving on, the next item in this edition is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Future Connected poster. I'm not even going to try to open this up, but I believe this is, it is not a double-sided poster, but I will throw an image of what the poster looks like over the video. And I believe the final item that is a part of this collector's edition, and this is in all three versions of the collector's edition, but it is the art book. Of course, every single collector's edition has to have an art book. So flipping through, you got all your characters, all the sketches, all the renders, all that kind of stuff, very typical for a collector's edition art book. But nonetheless, oh yeah, and back here you actually have some story scenes, so that's pretty sick. Nonetheless, very cool. Always appreciated when they add an art book, especially one like this with a little bit more effort put into it. It is obviously better than nothing. Putting everything back, I am going to leave the vinyl out for my recently developed collector's edition shelf. I will show that here. So again, here's my kind of collector's edition shelf. I'm going to kind of be fleshing out over the next little while as I keep opening up stuff, showing it off on the channel. Obviously, I kind of need to add some shelves or some sort of anything, but I believe this vinyl will fit really nicely right in the middle. We'll throw that just right there for now. Again, it's going to get a lot more crowded eventually as I keep showing off some more stuff. So yet again, this is the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition collector set, only released in Europe. I mean, no joke, this is one of my favorite games of all time. If you have not checked out the Xenoblade series, I would recommend doing so. I believe they are some of the best RPGs out there, some of the greatest stories told. I am going to be unboxing my Xenoblade 2 and 3 editions sometime in the future, and then I'm going to be making a video showing off my entire Xenoblade collection. I'm super excited about that. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching me ramble on about this game and showing off one of my favorite collector editions. I hope you guys have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you guys are at. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!